First and foremost, I'd just like to say thank you to our NHS, people working in supermarkets, carers, social workers, people working among the community, delivering food. You're all doing an amazing job, and thank you for keeping this country going. You haven't just got my backing, but the whole country is behind you, so thank you so much. Hello everyone, my name is Greg. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to this channel, I'm a celiac. I've been on a gluten-free diet now for I think it's approaching 9 years now, actually. If you want to know a little bit more about myself, why I'm a celiac, how I found out I had celiac disease, and why I'm on a gluten-free diet, feel free to check out some of my other videos on my channel, particularly Why Are You So Thin? I Had Celiac Disease. Everything you need to know about me and why I have celiac disease is in that video. Today I thought I would talk to you about what it's like being gluten-free in isolation. I have 5 top tips to help anyone on a gluten-free diet get through this unpredictable, difficult time. Tip 1. Bake. This is a fantastic opportunity to bake lots of gluten-free products. Why not try and make yourself some gluten-free bread? It is a nightmare to get right, but this is a great opportunity to try. Personally, I've never been successful at making gluten-free bread, but I may even try myself. But to bake gluten-free cakes, cookies, biscuits, whatever it may be, this is a great time to do it because if we're stuck indoors, you're not sure what to do, it takes up time, and you get great cookies and things at the end of it. So you'll also please your family too. Tip 2. Save your precious gluten-free bread. No one's going to the supermarket as often as we could. So if you do have gluten-free bread, try not to eat it all at once. Personally, one of the first things I noticed is I actually eat a lot of gluten-free bread. I wasn't aware of this before, but now because I can't just pop to the shop to go and buy some gluten-free bread whenever I want, I am so much more aware about how much I'm eating. So I'm definitely trying to switch away from just diets based on gluten-free bread, and I'm trying to be a bit more adventurous. Tip 3. This is a good opportunity to encourage your family to cook together and make lots of gluten-free delicious food. Lots of families have come together during this difficult time. So often you may find yourself eating around the same sort of time in the evening, whereas before you may have just been on your own, or just with your parents, or just with one of your siblings. We're in a situation now where we have more people in one household. So it's a great opportunity again to get everyone to make a nice big meal together, which is gluten-free. It will help to reduce the amount of food you get through because you're all having one big meal, not different meals at the same time. And also it gets your family into a gluten-free way of eating. Hopefully that may help you as well. Tip 4. We are limited to the amount of times we can go shopping, so it's really important that you know exactly what gluten-free things you want to buy before you head out. Whereas before you could just pop to the shop and buy 1 or 2 items and think, oh, if I forget something I could just pop back down tomorrow. It takes a little bit more thought into what do I actually need, not just today, but tomorrow and in the coming days as well. There's definitely been a theme to this video, and that is that we are limited to going outside. I know, for example, the weather's been so nice the last few days. It is really difficult having to stay inside, but obviously we all have to do it. And as we're limiting the amount of times we can go to the shop, it's important that when we do go, we get everything that we need to last us a few days. It is a little bit more difficult being gluten-free, but I can assure you that the products are there. The shelves are now stocked up. I know from experience, I'm sure you can all relate, that before we were put into this lockdown situation, everyone seemed to be stockpiling things. Supermarkets ran out of pasta, bread, rice, and it wasn't a matter of time before the gluten-free shelves got attacked as well. So if you go to the shop now, I've noticed that things are back to normal a bit. It's a bit more stocked up, so I wouldn't worry about stockpiling gluten-free food. And finally, tip 5. Be as positive as possible. I've talked a lot about baking, maybe try and make your own bread, cooking together as a family, gluten-free food, but it is a great time to learn these new skills because if we all made our own gluten-free food and gluten-free cakes and bread and things, you'd find yourself saving a lot of money because buying gluten-free products, it is that little bit more expensive. So if you were able to bake your own things and make your own things, you'd end up saving a lot more money. As always, thank you so much for watching. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Look after yourself, look after your families. See you soon.